What a day on Wall Street. Crypto, an absolute bloodbath. But those who are in the Stocks with Josh Discord were alerted before the dip. Yes, I saw that dip coming. All of my positions were stopped out because I follow those disciplines of trading the trend. The trend was starting to roll over into the red. Stopped out of my positions. You've got to control your position size, and then you don't want to overtrade. I alerted the Discord that my positions were stopped out. I alerted them that a flush was coming and they needed to get prepared because I was going to begin to scale into my position. Now, if you had seen this coming, if you had been a member of the Discord, if you had used your stop loss, you had the opportunity today to make so much money on this dip. The pullback was shocking. Now, I had anticipated a pullback in a lot of these cryptos, but not to the extent that we saw. And I'll tell you what I did correctly, and I'll tell you what I did incorrectly. I decided to take a number of positions short, and right away they were very profitable. As the market began to roll over, I was up 10K in just minutes. But because that's a nice chunk of change to make, and the candles that were flushing down seemed pretty big and the volume spiked up a little bit, I jumped out early. If I had ridden that incredible wave all the way down to where a lot of those cryptos ended up hitting the bottom, blood in the street, I would have made 4 or 5 times the amount of money. One of the things that I struggle with, and I imagine that a lot of you do as well, it's identifying correctly what's happening in the charts, but not having the strength or the conviction to follow your trade plan from beginning to end. I've done this for a long time. It was profitable for me today. I anticipated the downturn and I profited from the downturn, and my positions were protected with stop losses, but I still left an enormous amount of money on the table, not following through my complete execution plan. Having said that, I'm going to talk with you guys about what it means that Bitcoin broke down today and what to expect with a recovery. Is it going to recover from here, or are we going to slowly watch our crypto portfolios melt away, losing the gains that we've enjoyed since the breakout above 100K and all the excitement in the last 30 days of November and the beginning of December? Well, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I don't believe that's going to happen. I believe that the market's already shown signs of recovery. We simply were way too overheated. We were way too overheated, overbought, and the MACD had already been giving sell signals. The RSI had already been giving sell signals. There was bearish divergence in those charts. And so it was quite clear that the markets needed to take a step back so that they could move forward faster and with more strength. Now, I went through on some of my favorite coins and I looked at a similar move that we've had recently. We had a flash down like this not too long ago, except for that one occurred in the middle of the night and most people had to wake up to see pain in their portfolios. This one happened in a time when all of us could watch it happen live. But as I looked back on that last major move, there were many cryptos that were fully recovered within 8 hours. And in general, some of the cryptos took anywhere between a week to the worst case scenario, 20 days to make all new, brand new highs. And so, can I say for certain that we are going right back to all-time highs? No, but I can say something for certain that would lead me to believe that I should be buying this dip and not panicking. And that's the fact that we do have plenty of time left in this Bitcoin move. I made it clear that the Bitcoin high will likely be achieved between now and the summer of 2025, which means that we have a lot of weeks for all of our favorite altcoins and Bitcoin to continue to climb. Nothing changed, guys. All that happened was things became overly heated and they just had to take a step back and cool. And I alerted the Discord and said to everybody, get ready. It's getting ready to flush. Get prepared to buy the coins that you like. And that's what we did. In addition to that, every morning I drop A+ trade setups, and I gave 2 this morning, one on Tesla and one on Oracle. Oracle reported earnings after hours today, and the profitable play on both of those, if you took the exact break of prices that I gave, The profitable play were puts to the downside. Both of them went down even further than I had predicted. So a ton of money making opportunity on Tesla today, over 100% on Tesla puts was easily had. All you had to do was take the trade, be a member of the Stocks with Josh Discord, and trust the technicals that I'm laying out there. Now, I am just going to say now, do your own due diligence. My technicals are meant to help you and guide you in trades that I believe are going to be profitable, but you should analyze them yourself, and nothing I'm saying is a suggestion for what you should buy, sell, or hold. I'm going to take you into Tesla, which today hit above $400. And so, yes, folks, it's absolutely official. $400 Tesla in 2024, okay? I was making the prediction that we would see a $300 Tesla in 2024, and I thought 385 if it goes crazy. I really didn't see until just this last week that we were going to get a $400 Tesla. Now, I'm going to take you into the Tesla chart, and I'm going to tell you guys where the line in the sand is, where you might consider putting a stop loss, because personally, I'm not buying Tesla at this level. I have bought enough of it in 2023 and 2024 to sit back and hold and see what's going to happen next. I would definitely tell you that we're at the top of the range, and for this to go higher, we need some news stories. We need some catalysts. We've squeezed about everything I think we can squeeze out of the Elon Trump collaboration. I think it's still in a bullish mode. Nothing has broken down, but I'm on heightened alert for Tesla. Now, before NVIDIA's earnings, I had predicted that it was more likely that we were going to see it roll over. I saw weakness in the charts. I also predicted that we would come back to 132 and bounce. I'm going to take you into the NVIDIA chart because, as I predicted the last time I covered it, we were having a head and shoulders pattern and that we were likely going to go up to 140 to 144 and then possibly roll over. There's still a very strong chance that we could come back and hit 132 again. However, there's a new line in the sand that I'm going to draw your attention to because the bulls and the bears fight very hard over a position before one officially wins. And the bears have not officially won on the NVIDIA chart just yet. I'm going to show you what you need to watch out for. We're going to look at Bitcoin, and I'm going to take you into those charts now. Let's go check them out. NVIDIA, we talked about the head and shoulders pattern. I'm kind of harping on this because I just want to prepare everybody. A lot of people are just not certain what to do. This is a doji. It's an indecision candle, and it exists between 138 and 140. I do believe that if we break beneath 138 at this point, we will see 132. And if we open and close some candles beneath 132, I believe that we're going to get all the way down to sub 120 on NVIDIA. And I think that right now, people are not going to believe me that that's possible. And so they're just going to say that I'm producing FUD and that I don't see the big picture of the bullishness of NVIDIA. I do. I see NVIDIA reaching $180 to $200 in 2025, and I'm preparing myself financially to buy. The purpose of this video is to show you what I see in the chart and for you to begin to study it yourself. There is both on that chart a bearish head and shoulders pattern, but actually a bullish inverted head and shoulders pattern as well that's a little bit smaller on a smaller time frame. And so we don't know for certain what's going to happen, but I do believe that 138 is super critical, and that's why we see a doji candle there today, because doji candles, basically, it's a Japanese word for the same thing. What does that mean, doji, the same thing? It means the opening price and the closing price were the same, which means the bulls and the bears showed up for a brawl, and they called it a tie at the end of the day and walked away, and they're going to decide it tomorrow who's going to take the price, either up or down. Watch 138, because if it breaks 138 tomorrow, that's going to be an A+ trade setup in the Stocks with Josh Discord for a move to the downside. Okay, guys, if you don't know what the Stocks with Josh Discord, and I get asked all the time, how do I join? It's very easy. The website is the name of the show, StockswithJosh.com. You can go check it out. We're doing a lot there. It's not just stocks. I think right now we're heavily into crypto. I'm actually heavily into crypto right now. We are day trading crypto. We are day trading stocks. We are long-term investing in stocks as well. And there's a number of different crown traders who have been very good at what they're doing, guiding people in different areas, like Stock Brother with Penny Stocks. And you guys know Mark from Tribal Traders has been crushing it with the Sui meme coins. Okay, let's go look real quick at the Oracle chart, and then we're going to look at the Tesla chart, and then we're going to look at the Bitcoin chart as to what to expect next. So real quick here, I just want to point out that Oracle had a pretty big red day, and I do expect this to come back some more. I want to point out that for as long as it's above the 20 EMA, it means that this is still in the hands of the bulls. I think that we broke this important level of 194, which had been resistance and got rejection there before. Now we have another area of rejection. Here's what I want you guys to keep simple. If we come back and bounce on the 20 and we get back above 194, well, then this is 100% bullish, and I would expect a continuation to 203. This is also, this pattern right here can be viewed as a double top. If we come back and we break beneath the 20 and beneath the low of those two peaks, well, then you need to understand the next buying opportunity for Oracle is 173. And would I consider it a buy at 173? Absolutely. I would not put all my money in at one time at 173, but this would be a really attractive place to buy Oracle for the long term in 2025, as I believe it'll continue in an uptrend. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Tesla. What do we need to watch out for? Guys, this isn't quite a doji. We obviously, 400 is a strong bearish psychological level. We had to expect that we would see some selling on the test of 400. This wouldn't even be a consideration of a long-term buy for me unless it came back to 353, and we saw that be an area of consolidation. If you don't know what consolidation it means that it needs to move sideways, and it needs to build a really strong base of candles within the price range of 404 and 353, because otherwise it's sort of the story of what goes up fast can come down very quickly. And so as far as long-term investing in Tesla, I wouldn't even consider it personally until it got back to 353. All right, now we're going to talk about a stock that I rarely talk about, but when I do, I've been 100% accurate, and it's a stock that is loved by the retail community. I've only occasionally swung traded. I've never bought and held it. I didn't ever consider it a long-term investment, which could upset some people, but I hope the people that it would upset would appreciate the fact that I've correctly given technicals on this a number of times. And what company is that? We're talking GameStop, GME. They report earnings tomorrow, and you'll be surprised by what I see in the charts. Let's go check it out. So what I want to point out to you guys is that GameStop is, in my mind, in a very clearly defined bullish trend. Remember what I just said a moment ago, that if you're above the 20, the bulls are in charge of it. And I have had these numbers on my chart really for the last year, and they've proven to be very accurate. I've talked about 27 being support, and you can see that recently it was a perfect area for GameStop to bounce. I've talked about 29 being resistance, and you can see that it has struggled to hold 29. But I will tell you this, if after earnings we can open and close a candle above $29, I see a very realistic target of 37. And one thing that I do like about GameStop is that there's a lot of eyes on it. And so if it begins to move bullishly on bullish earnings above $29, a move all the way to 37 is very realistic. And so if 29's been rejected right now, and 27 is where we last bounced, and 27 is also where the 20 EMA is. And so if we were to lose that level, you could expect an easy pullback to 24. But the bottom line is that the GME chart is bullish right now. And so it's worth watching, especially going into earnings. Okay, let's talk a little bit about what happened with Bitcoin, and let's go look at the Bitcoin chart. Okay, all that happened today was the Bitcoin had a flush down because it had been overheated. If you can see that it printed just on Saturday a doji candle at resistance. What's resistance? 100K. Doji at resistance equals indecision, which typically equals potential bearishness. If you're at resistance, it means it could likely go down. If it's at support, it means it could reverse and likely go up. So this was an obvious situation where we pulled back and tested this level of 96,000 as support. We didn't quite get down to 94,500. We bounced off of the 20, And I think that largely we're going to see Bitcoin consolidate still in this price range, because all that's happened there is what I said at the opening, which is that it just was overheated and everything needed to cool off. I personally think that we'll be back above 100K here in the month of December, largely no more than 20 days. So let's see how that plays out. Guys, if you need some help trading these markets and you need to know when to tighten up your stop losses, when to take positions, or at least what it is I'm doing with my positions in crypto, then you got to come over and join the Stocks with Josh Discord, ChartGoat University. We've got a lot going on there. The most successful thing that we've been doing recently, besides the calls that I give every day, is been the 1,000 to 100K SUI meme coin journey, right? It's been working very well with a ton of testimonials. People have been up hundreds of percentage points since we started that. It's only a week old. We got all the details over in the Discord. Come check it out. Peace and blessings. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.